Buckingham Palace releases new photos of Their Majesties King Charles III and Queen Camilla of the United Kingdom. Crown Prince Al Hussein bin Abdullah II of Jordan participates in a panel session in Amman. Members of the princely family of Liechtenstein attend a celebration on the Old Rhine River. Princess Alexandra of Luxembourg marries in the south of France. And King Carl Gustav of Sweden celebrates his 77th birthday in Stockholm. All this and much more coming up next on your Royal Daily News. Well, good evening everyone, and welcome to my channel. My name is Alexandra, and this is your Royal Daily News for April 30th, 2023. In Stockholm, His Majesty King Carl Gustav of Sweden celebrated his 77th birthday at the Kungliga Slottet. According to the Swedish royal court, this morning a large crowd gathered to pay tribute to the king on his special day. The ceremony began with the Swedish Navy's music corps performing a musical program for the audience. Thereafter, His Majesty the King emerged from the Slottet as a music corps played. Then, children from the audience presented His Majesty the King with flowers. After the flower presentation, the three music corps jointly performed Marcia Careless Rex. My Latin's a bit rusty, but we'll just go with it. Anyway, as members of the royal family looked on from the balcony. Happy birthday, Your Majesty. On Saturday, just outside of Stockholm, His Majesty the King witnessed the military exercise known as Aurora 23, carried out by members of the Swedish Air Force Air Defense Regiment LV-6. During the exercise, His Majesty the King was briefed on the Regiment LV-6's activities, as well as about the, quote, unit's ongoing and future tasks, end quote. Thereafter, His Majesty the King witnessed a demonstration of the anti-aircraft system 103 Patriot and the anti-aircraft robot 98. In Copenhagen, Her Royal Highness Crown Princess Mary of Denmark attended a celebratory service on the occasion of the 75th anniversary of the ordination of women pastors in the Evangelical Lutheran Church in Denmark, held at the Church of Our Lady, Copenhagen Cathedral. According to a press release, on April 28, 1948, three Danish women, Joanne Andersen, Ruth Vermeeren, and Edith Petersen, were ordained as pastors at the Odense Cathedral with Bishop Hans Olegaard presiding, marking a significant milestone in the history of the Evangelical Lutheran Church in Denmark. Since then, women have made significant progress in the Evangelical Lutheran Church in Denmark. In 1995, Liselott Rebel became the first female bishop in Denmark, and just 1 month later, Sophie Petersen was installed as the first female bishop in Greenland. On Saturday in Copenhagen, Her Royal Highness Princess Benedicte of Denmark, Princess of Sayn Wittgenstein-Berleburg, celebrated her 79th birthday. Born Benedicte Astrid Ingeborg Ingrid, Princess of Denmark, on April 29, 1944 at Amalienborg, she is the second daughter of King Frederick IX and Queen Ingrid. On February 3, 1968, Princess Benedicte married His Serene Highness Prince Richard of Sayn Wittgenstein-Berleburg at Fredensborg Slot Chapel. The couple eventually had 3 children, Prince Gustav, Princess Alexandra, and Princess Natalie. After the death of Prince Richard in 2017, Princess Benedicte's public duties increased in Denmark. When Her Majesty the Queen is unable to carry out her public duties, Princess Benedicte, along with Crown Prince Frederick of Denmark, step in as regent. Today, Princess Benedicte is a proud grandmother of 4, and soon to be 5, with the upcoming birth of Prince Gustav and Princess Karina's son, due sometime in May. In a recent interview, Princess Benedicte noted how thrilled she is about the upcoming birth of her 5th grandchild, stating, quote, "It is very exciting and very life-affirming, I would say," end quote. On Saturday, in the south of France, Her Royal Highness Princess Alexandra of Luxembourg and Mr. Nicholas Baggery held a religious wedding ceremony at the beautiful L'Église Saint-Trophime. The religious wedding ceremony was presided over by Monsignor Dominique Marie Jean Rey. Guests in attendance included their Royal Highnesses Grand Duke Henri and Grand Duchess Maria Theresa of Luxembourg, Their Royal Highnesses Hereditary Grand Duke Guillaume and Hereditary Grand Duchess Stephanie of Luxembourg, His Royal Highness Prince Charles of Luxembourg, Their Royal Highnesses Prince Felix and Princess Claire of Luxembourg, Princess Amalia Gabriella of Nassau, Prince Liam of Nassau, His Royal Highness Prince Louis of Luxembourg, Prince Gabriel of Nassau, Prince Noah of Nassau, His Royal Highness Prince Sebastian of Luxembourg, Their Imperial and Royal Highnesses Archduke Emre and Archduchess Kathleen of Habsburg-Lorraine, Prince Constantine and Princess Catherine of Nassau, Her Imperial and Royal Highness Archduchess Gabriella of Habsburg-Lorraine, Her Serene Highness Princess Maria Annunciata of Liechtenstein, Her Serene Highness Princess Marie Astrid of Liechtenstein, Ms. Gwenelle Padour, the mother of the groom, and the brothers of the groom, as well as close friends. Princess Alexandra wore a beautiful custom Elisab wedding gown and veil, and the famous diamond and pearl chaumet tiara that was made for her grandmother, the late Grand Duchess Josephine Charlotte of Luxembourg. The reception was held on a private estate in Cabesson, France. Wishing the couple much happiness, joy, laughter, and love. Congratulations. On Friday, in Edelbruck, His Royal Highness Grand Duke Henri of Luxembourg, accompanied by the Prime Minister of Luxembourg, Mr. Xavier Bettel, attended a theatrical performance at the Dyche Hall on the occasion of the 175th anniversary of the Luxembourg Constitution, organized by the City of Edelbruck and the Chamber of Deputies. Set in 1848, the performance tells the story of how the Luxembourg Constitution came to be. In Amsterdam, RVD released a generational photo of His Majesty King Willem-Alexander of the Netherlands, Her Royal Highness Princess Beatrix of the Netherlands, and Her Royal Highness Princess Catharina Amalia, Princess of Oranje, on the occasion of the 10th anniversary of the signing of the Act of Abdication. Quote, "From that moment, the Prince of Oranje became the King of the Netherlands. From that moment on, Princess Amalia became the Princess of Oranje and the first in the line of succession to the throne." End quote. The image symbolizes that moment and was taken by well-known Dutch photographer Jemmy Wood Benedict at the Paleis Noordeinde last December 2022. On Saturday, somewhere along the old Rhine River on the invisible border between Switzerland and Liechtenstein, His Serene Highness Hereditary Prince Alois of Liechtenstein and Her Royal Highness Hereditary Princess Sophie of Liechtenstein attended a celebration on the occasion of the 100th anniversary of the Customs Treaty between the Principality of Liechtenstein and Switzerland. The treaty was signed on March 29, 1923. Political and business figures had already celebrated the anniversary at a gala evening last month. Yesterday's event was held for local communities in the two countries. According to the Liechtenstein National Police, around 6,000 people gathered on the two Rhine bridges between Sevelen and Vaduz in Liechtenstein to sample, bratwurst, Liechtenstein beer, and view an art exhibition that was, quote, opened on and around the old Rhine Bridge. On display are installations created especially for the anniversary by artists from both sides of the border and can be seen until July 31st, 2023. End quote. On Saturday, in Amman, His Royal Highness Crown Prince Al Hussein bin Abdullah II of Jordan participated in a panel session during the opening of the Communication Dialogue on Reality Aspirations Forum held at the King Hussein Business Park. During the panel session, the Crown Prince highlighted the need to hone the skills of university and institute graduates to enhance their sense of initiative, adaptation, and flexibility. The Crown Prince also noted that swift and efficient implementation of political, economic, and administrative modernization will positively impact the youth empowerment and called for transformation, stating, quote, "The way we work so we can work seriously and professionally in implementation and follow-up to capitalize on Jordan's serious quality plans for the way forward. We must learn from the past, overcome our fears, and make a qualitative leap in our performance." End quote. The Crown Prince also attributed the failure in implementing many passcode plans that were set to serve the public to several factors, including the bloated public sector, skepticism, and some officials' fears of their popularity. He also said that social and economic prosperity is largely rooted in the transparency and efficiency of public institutions and the quality of services they provide to Jordanians. Regarding specialties that are no longer desirable in the labor market, the Crown Prince said graduates of these specialties face the biggest challenges in looking for job opportunities. The Crown Prince also urged youth to invest in specialties and professions that are in demand in the labor market and to let go of preconceptions about certain professions, noting that young people have to keep moving forward to avoid despair. Quote, "Be bold in your future. Today, waiting for the opportunity means missing it. The youth are responsible for their future, but their right to empowerment is a responsibility that all sectors shoulder, foremost of which is the public sector. We owe it to ourselves to create a better reality, to rethink our wasted resources and capabilities, and to put the right talent in the right place. In our country, we have outstanding young capabilities, and we always prove that Jordanians walk the talk." End quote. The Crown Prince also said Jordanians' work ethics and professionalism are recognized by Arabs and people around the world, especially in the technical field, as well as in digital industries, entrepreneurship, startups, pharmaceutical and food industries, sports, and tourism. The Crown Prince ended his panel session by noting that it is time Jordanian values were reflected in the Kingdom of Jordan's academic, technical, and professional curricula, and better applied in the educational and professional arenas. Saturday's forum gathered around 500 specialists, representing public, private, and other institutions, as well as various youth entities, and discussed various topics that cover the aspirations of young Jordanians in the field of politics, economy, and business, in addition to social, legal, education, media, and tourism areas. Prior to the beginning of the panel session, the Crown Prince was asked how he met his fiancée, Miss Rajwa Khalid bin Musad bin Saif bin Abdul Aziz Al Saif, who was sitting in the audience. The Crown Prince replied, quote, "I met my fiancée Rajwa through a classmate. I consider myself very lucky because it's not every day you meet someone like Rajwa." End quote. The Crown Prince did not elaborate if the classmate was from his university days at Georgetown or from his secondary school days in the Kingdom of Jordan. Crown Prince Al Hussein bin Abdullah II of Jordan and Miss Rajwa Al Saif will marry on June 1st, 2023. In the afternoon, His Majesty King Abdullah II of Jordan and His Royal Highness Crown Prince Al Hussein bin Abdullah II of Jordan held a meeting with the Speaker of the United States House of Representatives, Kevin McCarthy, and a U.S. delegation consisting of various United States congressmen at Al Husseiniya Palace. During the meeting, discussions focused on, well, the usual, the historic friendship and strategic partnership between the Kingdom of Jordan and the United States of America, as well as means of enhancing ties in various fields. The meeting also covered regional and international developments and means of reaching political solutions to crises in the region and beyond. His Majesty the King also expressed his appreciation to the United States and its Congress for support to Jordan, highlighting the importance of enhancing cooperation and maintaining coordination on issues of mutual concern. Meanwhile, in Dubai, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, the ruler of Abu Dhabi and the President of the United Arab Emirates, held a meeting yesterday with His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, the ruler of Dubai and Vice President of the United Arab Emirates at Al Maroom Palace. During the meeting, discussions focused on various issues, including the UAE's ongoing development and efforts to further advance the progress of UAE and its citizens. Their Highnesses also expressed their pride in the United Arab Emirates' recent achievements, especially in the space sector, and discussed plans to build on these experiences and continue contributing to the fields of space exploration and scientific understanding. In Sharjah, His Highness Dr. Sheikh Sultan bin Mohammed Al Qasimi, the ruler of Sharjah, accompanied by His Highness Sheikh Sultan bin Mohammed bin Sultan Al Qasimi, the Crown Prince of Sharjah, and His Highness Sheikh Sultan bin Ahmed bin Sultan Al Qasimi of Sharjah, held an audience with the Sharjah Football Club at Al Badi Palace. The Sharjah Football Club recently won the United Arab Emirates President's Cup, and as a way to say, well done guys, you did a great job, His Highness presented the team with 10 million United Arab Emirates dirhams, which is roughly about 2.7 million US dollars. This is the 10th time and the second time in a row that the Sharjah Football Club has won the United Arab Emirates President's Cup. During the meeting, His Highness, the ruler of Sharjah, congratulated the team, the management, and the coaches on their historic win. Last evening, in Monte Carlo, His Serene Highness Prince Albert II of Monaco, as the guest of honor, attended the 20th edition of the Monte Carlo Film Festival de la Comédie Gala, held at the Grimaldi Forum. On Saturday, in Madrid, Her Royal Highness Infanta Sofia of Spain celebrated her 16th birthday. Born Sofia de Borbón y Ortiz on April 29, 2007, the Infanta is the second daughter of Their Majesties King Felipe VI and Queen Letizia of Spain. Infanta Sofia's godparents are her maternal grandmother, Paloma Rocosolano, and His Royal Highness Prince Constantine of Bulgaria. On Friday, Buckingham Palace released 3 new photos of Their Majesties King Charles III and Queen Camilla of the United Kingdom ahead of their coronation on May 6th at Westminster Abbey. The lovely images were taken inside the blue drawing room at Buckingham Palace by Mr. Hugo Bernard. And last, but certainly not least, Their Royal Highnesses the Prince and Princess of Wales celebrated their 12th wedding anniversary on Saturday. And there you have it. Thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I will be back tomorrow on Monday, May 1st, with all the latest royal news. Until then, I wish you all a wonderful Sunday evening and a great week ahead. And also, I'd like to apologize for was a couple episodes ago. It was the episode before last. When I mispronounced the word key, I said quay. I should have said key. I'm so sorry, everyone. I sincerely apologize. So, again, please accept my apologies. So, with that being said, again, have a wonderful Sunday evening, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye-bye.